Olive tree is more than just a tree for Palestinians. It's part of their heritage, tradition, as well as an important part of their economy. During the olive harvest season, Palestinian farmers and their families are used to pick olives. It's a very special social event for Palestinian families. Besides that, olive and olive oil production represents 25% of the Palestinian national agricultural income, where over 100,000 families depend to some extent on agriculture. I love olive trees so much. I love the land. If I turn 100 years and still have the ability to harvest olive, I will go. We were used to come here with all the family to pick olives. We were used to have breakfast, making tea, and have lunch. Then we went home in the evening. We were cooking here with no rush. We have all the time to pick olives.
It was like a picnic. All the family used to come, from babies to elderly people.
Since the Second Intifada, 2000, the Israeli authorities have imposed a special security area in areas surrounding settlements. The separation was made possible by severely restricting Palestinian access to agricultural lands. Over the years, the access restrictions around settlements have grown increasingly stricter and are mostly on private Palestinian lands, to which only settlers are granted access.
Before the Intifada, each tree from these trees was producing one big bag of olives. Now, 5 trees do not produce half a bag. That's because we cannot take care of the land and bluff it. Moreover, settlers' cows destroy the tree's branches.
We used to produce from 400 to 600 liters of oil just from the side, but last year we produced only 80 liters.
I used to spend 1 month in bluffing my land. Now the Israeli authorities just give us 1 day. We come as if we were thieves.
We just want to harvest the olives. We can't plow, we can't take care of the trees, and we can't do anything. Israeli authorities imposed a set of conditions making access complicated at best and impossible at worst. Palestinians need to prove to Israeli authorities their ownership of the land through a time-consuming and costly process, and Israeli authorities have the final say on dates and times of access. Such obstacles cause many Palestinians to forego visits to their lands altogether. Despite the increased coordination during the olive harvest, access remains insufficient, as according to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, good productivity requires 133 days per year for taking proper care of the land and trees, instead of the 5 to 15 days currently granted by Israel. Since 2012, Première Urgence Internationale supports olive farmers whose lands are located inside or in close proximity to Israel settlements in the North and West Bank, and who are therefore affected by access restrictions imposed by the Israeli authorities. In 2015, Première Urgence Internationale chose 5 villages in Nablus and Qalqilia districts and provided the following support. Première Urgence Internationale encouraged us to come here. This year, we finished picking all the olives. Last year, we left a lot of olives on the trees.
I hope that this year we will pick most of the olives.
Thanks to Première Urgence Internationale intervention, farmers were able to harvest 39,168 olive trees planted in 2,272 donums in the villages of Imatin and Farata, Aqraba, Jit, Awarta and Qusra. This intervention was funded by the European Commission's Humanitarian Aid and Civil Protection ECHO.